How's everybody doing today? I'm Jeff from Firewood. This morning I gotta do a 1 cord delivery to the same one I've been delivering to. This will finish it up. I put in 13 hours yesterday. I delivered him 4 cords of greenwood. So I gotta finish off with 1 quart of dry. That's what he's burning this year. I got the tractor warming up right now. It's pretty chilly this morning. I gotta throw my rock bucket on, and I'll show you how I load wood in my truck. And the wood is coming from right over here that I'm going to be grabbing. Nice and dry. It's been sitting there for a year. So let's get the bucket hooked on there, and I'll take you along for the ride. This here is exactly a 1/2 cord row. So we're gonna see how much it takes and haul a 1/2 cord on my truck at a time. So I'm gonna see how much it takes to put a 1/2 cord on. like doing it this way. I don't have to throw it up into the truck. It's a lot easier. I can grab a handful and just go dump it on the truck. Just gotta watch when you're dumping. Stuff don't come back at you or hit the side of the truck, but not too worried about hitting the truck. It's made to work, so I'm not worried about dents in it. I didn't buy it to look pretty. Bought it to work. Tractor, I don't know if you noticed, I have it still running, but these Mahindra tractors, they don't have the TF4 in them, so you can let that thing just sit there and idle all day. I don't have it turned up, at a higher idle, and it don't hurt that machine a bit. That's another reason why I chose the Mahindra. Other than the power that they have, the pulling capacity, lifting capacity. So far, it's been a really nice machine. I have 120 hours on it now. I haven't had any issues with it, so. They said I was supposed to do scheduled maintenance at 50 hours, change the oil in it, but that oil still looks like it's brand new, so I figure why change it. I'll wait till I get to 150 hours on it, then I'll do the maintenance on it, get everything changed out. A friend of mine works on tractors, knows tractors. He said that's fine. He said as long as the oil looks clean, it ain't getting dirty, and there shouldn't be any issues with it. So that's what I'm gonna do. I could get a dump trailer. Everybody says, well, why don't you get a dump trailer? You can haul more than, half a quart at a time. Well, some of these places that I deliver to, it's a hard enough time getting into there with a truck. They got sharp corners, spots where they want to put it, put their wood. I wouldn't even be able to get to them. That's why I like my truck. Plus the dump trailer, it spreads out too much. And they don't want, to carry the wood too far, so I can usually back up and get it to stack in pretty good into a pile for them. So I'll show you when I get there the wood that I delivered yesterday and how tight area I had to stack in, drive in to get it in there. 90-degree back-in spot. I wouldn't even had a spot to put a dump trailer. And eventually I am going to get a 1-ton dump. That way I can haul a cord of wood at a time. I'll still keep the truck I have now because I like that truck. They just get too much money for them. The truck I'm looking at is going to be roughly $75,000–$80,000 on a diesel, but it should last basically me the rest of my life. So that is my plan. I want to get another GMC or a Chevy. I like the Duramax diesel. They got a lot of power. The Ford Power Strokes, they got a lot of power to them, but they're making the aluminum body now, so I don't think that'll be very good for what I do. A couple of friends of mine have the Ford trucks with aluminum bodies, and their paint's already fallen off. They got a little dent, and yeah, that wouldn't be feasible for me. Well, that's the first bucket. here is all a hardwood mix. I usually don't separate any of my species here. Sometimes I will if I get enough of one species to do. This is maple, beech, you know, soft maple, hard maple. There could be occasional piece of oak in it, but not very often. That takes too long to dry, so I will separate the oak most of the time. It's a pretty good hardwood mix with some white birch. I don't know if you can hear the wood nut, but she's got some pretty good clanking to it. I checked the moisture content in the, I think I did it yesterday or the day before, and the moisture content was at 10%. Well enough for burning. Like I said, this has been here a year. So customer should be happy with this. He's real happy with the green wood that I delivered him yesterday, so it's actually a new customer I picked up. I don't know how he got my number, but he did, so happy with that. This one has a little bit of moisture where it was just sitting on the ground. I needed to fill in the space down there, but that's still plenty dry. As you can see, the plow's now gone. So it takes 2 full buckets for a half a cord. Into the truck. haven't tried plowing yet, but I did get a plate right there. I'm gonna build a plow for it this winter. A friend of mine has an old plow, so I'll get that built maybe this winter. If not, I'll do it for next winter. I still got my bucket I can use. So here's the 1/2 cord of wood on my truck. Let's move it around a little bit here. I gotta go down the highway. I'm blowing out. I do have a tarp on this right there, but it's pretty ratted up. Wouldn't do much good. So there it is. Takes 2 buckets for 1/2 cord on my truck. It's all measured wood, so I know exactly what they're getting. It's nice and dry. And I'll see you at the customer's house. Okay, we're gonna take a little detour here. I gotta go to my coffee store. Well, it's not my coffee store, but it's where they have the best coffee, I think. It's Green Mountain Coffee. Has a nice smooth taste. I like the Green Mountain Coffee. We have a Dunkin' Donuts down the road. I've been on my way, a bunch of other stores, but I don't like their coffee. So this one's about 5-6 miles out of the way. The opposite direction where I need to go, but I'm friends with the owners. I actually sell firewood, my firewood bags there, and they treated me good. This is the second owner of this store. It's a younger couple, and they're doing pretty good. Did some changes to the store. There's a mountain right up here. I don't know if you can see it in the background there. Right up there. This is another ski area. This is a small ski area. That's Tenny Mountain. They just put those wind towers up there, which, you know, nobody really liked for a while. Everybody's kind of getting used to it now. That's actually in another town. That's actually Groton, right on the line, right where those wind towers are. My town didn't want them, so they just moved the towers over 20 feet, and now they're in a different town, so there's nothing they can do about it. So yeah, that's another little ski mountain there. A lot of good deer hunting up there. I used to go up there all the time deer hunting, but they did a clear cut. I don't know, probably 5-6 years back. It's all growing in now, so that should be pretty good. This is the edge of that clear cut they did. They left the buffer on the road, you know, like they're supposed to do. Right behind that was an old clear cut, but it's all filling in now with good hardwoods. And I have seen deer crossing up here, so the deer are still traveling in through it. We're almost to the store here. It's one of the big fuel and commercial spots over here. This guy here, a lot of the trucks go fuel up here. This pump, you gotta have a key to use it. That's where I get my fuel at. There's a trucking company here. He does a lot of log hauling, equipment hauling. To get fuel when we do the snowmobiling. There's a trail that goes right to this store right here. This is where I get my coffee, right here, Tenny Mountain store. course, they named it Tenny Mountain because it's actually right at the base of the mountain. Looks like they got another soda delivery. I usually buy my Arizona energy drinks from here. I buy it by the case. He sells it to me by the case. So there's my Firewood box right over there, right where he's loading that stuff. So I'm gonna go in and make my coffee. So I got my coffee, Green Mountain coffee, good stuff. I go in, I make myself, talk with the owners. I was just talking with a local logger there, and he's having a hard time getting help. Right in front of me here is a log truck. This company here, this guy with the log truck, they have a big logging company. He's going in to get fuel right now at the fuel station. But we do a nice load of firewood on there. The guy I've been doing the work for, he subcontracts off of this guy, and I subcontract off of the guy I'm working for. So there's kind of like 3 subcontractors on that one. But yeah, I'll get up to the job here. It's a 20-minute ride, so I'm not going to film the whole, actually 25 minutes now because I'm out of my way. But I'm not going to film this whole ride. Just be too long, too boring. But I don't have much to talk about today. But yeah, so I'll get you when we get up there. Okay, here we are on the delivery. Just got here. This is the wood I delivered yesterday. There's 4 cords sitting here. It was here all the way up. As you can see why a dump trailer wouldn't work, because he would have never been able to get 5 cords in. I got to come off the road 90 degrees here, and I got to back in at a 90-degree corner here, and I had to keep all this wood in this one spot. I had to back sideways a little bit on the bank here. I don't know if you can see. So I wouldn't have been able to get 4 cords in this spot for him. And now I'm going to dump the 1 cord here, spot I left open. He's going to burn that up first. So let's get this load emptied out. So there's a half cord dumped. I just got to run in real quick. He left the money on the breezeway for me. And I'll be back in a minute. So here we are. The truck is empty. I got paid. And everybody's going to say, oh, you get to keep all the cash. Oh, I don't. I have to put it in the bank. I have bills to pay, more wood to buy. And Uncle Sam is going to want his part of it. So I run a clean business. I deposit all my cash. And another half a cord to go, and he's all done. He already paid me. We weren't going to be there today. So I hope you like this video. Subscribe, chat, tell a friend. Have a good day.